used to think about immature things. You know, like, do you love me? Are you gonna call me like you said you would? Is this really your real phone number?
Get money. New money. This is what they've been waiting on. Hey, rich boy. All them haters wanna tight, no slick. Just bought a Cadillac. Throw some D's on that. Just bought a Cadillac. Throw some D's on that. Just bought a Cadillac. Rich boy. All them haters wanna tight, no slick. Just bought a Cadillac. Throw some D's on that. Just bought a Cadillac. Throw some D's on that. Just bought a Cadillac. Rich boy. All them haters wanna tight, no slick. Just bought a Cadillac. Took it to the got the top drop too.
If there's one badge that your player needs to have in the game, what is it?
Catch and shoot. Yeah, at first, because at the beginning, when your grade is low, if you're making your shots on catch and shoots, that's easy. Yeah, you can do your style. So yeah, catch and shoot.
I would say posterizer. I want to get those animations where I'm dunking on somebody, so I need that badge.
Well, here we are in the back end of the regular season. Brent, teams are starting to feel restless, especially the teams outside the playoff conversation.
Well, B.A., we talk a lot about teams that have great culture, that are winning teams. Sometimes teams that have great culture, this is one of the more important moments where you're trying to finish off the season strong. You want to have guys continue to stay focused. So this is where culture might be more important.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. We've got Terrence Ross. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Chris Paul, and it's Warren in at the 3 spot. Now here's Paul. Right side Durant. Pass to Ross. Shot clock at 6. 18 feet out, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Green finds Curry. MP against Ross. Here's Lee. A good-looking shot from the wing.
From Andrew Wiggins.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Durant, no good. Green against Durant. MP outside. Let's go with a 3. On target from range. He's got 7 points. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. It just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix. Victory eluded them last time in San Francisco when they faced the Warriors.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
And the basket by Curry.
And they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Curry against Ross. Back to Warren. 5 to shoot. Will it go? Looney grabs a miss. The Warriors have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Here's Wiggins. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Man, they're making everything and look confident. 5 shots, 5 makes.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man. What do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
The Suns have gone 2 for 5 here in the first.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
The 15-footer. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
Outside Warren. Pass to Ross. Outside Paul. A minute 15 left in the first. Offensive board. Ayton goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Timeout called, the Warriors.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. He shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Green's checked in for Looney. Kuminga comes in for Green. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Wiggins. And it's Poole in for Stephen Curry. A deep three from MP. Gets the three to fall. He's got 13.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
51 seconds left in the first. Pass to Shaman. Now here's Payne. Puts up a three. Not going to go that time.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Knocked loose. Stolen by MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Can they get it? The shot by Payne, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
The 11-footer, and there's Green on the assist by Thompson.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We'll be back in a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Boy, for the Warriors, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
On the front foot, really right off the tip. They've been ruthless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
And so in the game for the Suns, we've got Campaign. Darius Bazley is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Josh Okogie. And it's Shaman in at the 2.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Bucks played some superb basketball. He had 63 points and was on point from deep. A Hall of Fame level performance the whole league is talking about now. It was a masterpiece. Guys?
Outstanding. Thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
And the basket by Lee.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Payne. Green with the defensive effort. Golden State is gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. Fires from deep. And MP with the 3. He's got 8 points in the quarter. Brent, some people have talked about the return of the mid-range jumper. Is that something you've seen as well?
I don't know, BA, if it ever really left. I mean, the guys that we talk about often have been doing it for years and doing it well. So coaches who understand that they have players that have a tremendous skill to make shots and make tough shots, we're still going to lean on possessions where that shot is offered up to the rim.
And the Warriors make some changes. Looney's checked in for Green. Draymond Green comes in for Kuminga. And it's Curry in for Klay Thompson. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Durant, he's checked in for Baisley. T.J. Warren comes in for Okogie. Ross, he's checked in for Shamet. And it's Paul in for Payne.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
And that one drops.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Paul finds Ross. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Kevon Looney picks one up.
Shooting for Phoenix.
And he knocks down the first one. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Lee. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. The Warriors on top, they lead by 18. And we'll step away briefly.
The Suns, 38.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Wiggins and Green make up the forwards. Stephen Curry is out there with MP. And it's Looney in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Warriors 5. Here's Ayton, and he banks in the layup. Ayton's got 10.
Well, you bump me, and I'm going to bump you back as Ayton, not afraid to get physical with the defender.
Wiggins passes to MP. Drops in the 3. And the Warriors lead by 19.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Durant, pass to Paul. Ross for 3. Looney grabs a miss. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled. As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Left side, Ross takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Looney's got 4 rebounds now.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Up top, Paul. He's covered by Curry. Warren, the pass to Ross. Buries it from 3. Ross has got 22.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
And the basket by Lee.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Outside Ross. Poke loose. And here's the fast break. Jumps up. And MP throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Paul passes to Ross. Here's Durant. Outside Warren. Outside Paul. From deep. They get the rebound. And Ayton gets it to go. Ayton's gotten 4 this quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And some some changes here for the Warriors. Kuminga, he's checked in for Looney. Klay Thompson comes in for Green. And it's Poole in for Stephen Curry. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Baisley, he's checked in for Durant. Okogie comes in for Warren. Shamet, he's checked in for Ross. And Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul. Ayton, that is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Thompson passes to MP. And good! There's another!
And now he is tied for the second most 40-point games in an NBA season. What an incredible year.
Boy, he's brought it every night, and nobody seems to have the answer for him. Payne against MP. Tries again. And Payne lays it up and in.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
Here's Lee. Again, the Warriors score.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Pass to Shamet. Here's Okogie, defended by Thompson. And here's Payne. Shot clock at 5. Here's Shamet. Lets it go from deep. No good there. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's MP from outside. And the Warriors with another 3.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Green's checked in for the Warriors. Craig's checked in for the Suns.
Substitution on the court.
29 seconds left in the third. Pass to Okogie. Here's Shamet. Fires the 3. The rebound by Wiggins. MP with it. There's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Lee's got 49 in the game.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a massive 34-point lead to end the quarter. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And so, in the game for Phoenix, they've got Josh Okogie, Damian Lee out there with Landry Shamet, then it's Torrey Craig, and it's Ayton in at the 5, down low.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Well, your Hall of Fame dad, Rick, made some interesting comments, Brent. One of them encouraging the league to crack down on illegal screens.
No way, B.A. My dad said something that was controversial or interesting. You got to get out of here. Yeah, I mean, illegal screens, do we want to see less of them? Sure.
Biyombo, he's checked in for the Suns. Shamet, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that one's good.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Outside Craig. Here's Lee. DiVincenzo covering. Back to Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to
Warriors make some changes. Moody comes in for Iguodala, and it's Lee in for DiVincenzo. falls for Warren.
Well, T.J. Warren believes he can score, and he's done it a lot. Every year he ups the ante and wants to add more to his game. Defensively, maybe a little more focused.
Paul against MP. 1:46 left in the fourth. Hits the three-pointer.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Durant, the pass to Ayton. Outside Ross. Over Moody. Nice shot by Ross. Ross has got 24 points.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Warriors.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And this is one of the best teams we have ever seen. 69 wins this year. Wow.
They had their number all year long. That 4-0 record says it all. They had the advantage in every crucial area.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
Paul passes to Warren. Ayton with it. Green covering. Ayton inside. Working on Green. Ayton, no good. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Nice shot by Walker.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
We love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Ball passes to Ross. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. From deep, MP. And the Warriors with another three.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Check. That ripper, neighborhood superstar, corner split up, while we dispose of hot boys, but this and flipper. Be terrified from us, cause they know how we play. Hide from us, I'm just a squirrel, I can't scuff. I'm too light, I'm a little too thin to win, so I ride that night. You fake respect, you're playing with the wrong one. You're playing with the wrong. got your back. Little one, that's a rap. March, step when I keep joking here, and I'm gonna show you what I'm about. Respect my mind. Respect my mind. Respect my mind. I had them boys in your house.
Respect my mind if we be riding on chrome. Respect my mind cause we get our shine on.
Respect my mind cause we that hot boy click. Respect my mind. You can't fade this.
Respect my mind if we'll. Respect my mind look we bout that.
Watch me grow up. When I was small, he had a plan. My daddy was ballin' and he was the right-hand man. My papa bought us a house to keep our family secure. Living good on a ranch in the middle of the woods. I understood at a young age. My papa was seen him. He wasn't touchable, but he had a right-hand man that wasn't trustable. Undercover slow, he made deals under the table, working for the around my people. My daddy, so he got nothing. All I got repossessed, and our family was flat broke. Moved back inside the project this summer of '84. Developed my husband skills from yoga in Black Zoo. Then I got to the point that I wasn't small no more. The same that had on my daddy do. I know that he's shiesty, but the just don't know. Swear to God I ain't about it, but this just don't know. Respect my mind.
Respect my mind. I had them boys in your house.
Respect my mind if we be riding on chrome. Respect my mind cause we get our shine on.
Respect my mind cause we that hot boy click. Respect my mind. You can't fade this.
Respect my mind look we'll. Respect my mind look we bout that. Me, Wayne, Turk, and Juvenile getting and fresh pearl white suburb 1500. No stunting, counting 100,000. He shoulda knew from hot boy.
Okay, 10. So it's crazy. Like, if Lil Me were to see me now in the game, that would be amazing. I actually pay to see that.
If you hop into 2K, are you going to play with your player now that you're in the game?
It's only right, I guess.
Exactly.
I feel like,
And maybe you gotta select the Raptors too.
Yeah, exactly. No, for sure the Raptors, but some people always say like it's weird you play with your player. I gotta see how I.
And coming down the stretch here, Greg, a lot left to decide, especially for teams on the playoff bubble.
And, Kevin, the play-in tournaments add another level of complexity. I'll say this. The league now has more teams fighting all the way to the end.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We'll see Wiggins and Green playing the forward spots. Lee out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the center. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Nobody near George. A three-pointer off the mark. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. It's a three-point game. Their last encounter was in San Francisco.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
And here's Leonard after the three-pointer from Lee. Here's Highland. 17 points for him last game against New York. The shot's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
First quarter, just over a minute played. There's Lee with the three. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 9 points for MP. Well, you look back at how MP's NBA career started, the draft night booing, and then, Greg, amazing to think how now beloved he has become.
Yeah, fans can be fickle, and that's a good and bad thing. MP has played great and won fans over here in a hurry. In a few years, though, nobody will even remember he was booed on draft night. doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And, Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second-chance opportunities.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Now, here's Zubac. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
Here's Lee outside. Another three for Golden State.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. We talked about their keys in prepping for this game, and he said defense is always our first priority. We don't want our shot blockers getting into foul trouble. We want them to play smart. Having those guys back there does allow our perimeter guys the freedom to play up, be aggressive. Kevin?
Can't fault them for that, David. Thank you. Trying to take command of this game, Greg, using their defense as the catalyst.
Kevin, I love the approach. So many teams come in with an offensive mindset. These guys are flipping the script.
They look to get stops, but they also look to create some turnovers, which can lead to easy runouts.
Clippers with the ball, following the three from Lee. Here's Highland. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here is George. No points in the game yet for him. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second goal. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Clippers. Then for the Warriors, Looney's checked in for Jermichael Green. Kuminga comes in for Green. And it's Klay Thompson in for Curry. Warriors leading by 12. Lee outside. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lee's got 23.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. Lee with the steal. For the finish. And Lee with the stuff.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now here's Leonard. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New York.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Lee. That'll be his second foul of the game. Norman Powell's checked in for the Clippers. Mann comes in for George. The Warriors also with a sub. Poole's checked in for Wiggins. Westbrook against Poole. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Powell. The Clippers get another chance here. And it's Leonard missing. That's a 2 from Lee. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And now it's 27 points for MP. And here's Leonard from 3. He can't get that one. And so it's the Golden State Warriors taking a 19-point lead into the break. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Right back after this break. And so far through one quarter. Changing it up here. And Walker's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Marcus Morris is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Paul George. And it's Highland in at the shooting guard position.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Phoenix was outstanding. He picked up 67 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. You know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Got that one.
Hitting the glass like he's a power forward. Russell Westbrook can be an absolute force when he's crashing the glass.
Now here's Lee. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Lee's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors. Knocked loose.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Lee. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
Now here is George. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the inside. Here's Highland. Covered by Lee. Goes back up. The pass to Plumlee. Goes up again. They get it back. Highland. And finally, that one's good. Highland's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. Back to the action in just a minute. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. We'll see Wiggins and Green playing the... And good! There's another.
With 40 points in the game, he has claimed the number 2 spot now.
And GA, every game he has been a huge threat to just explode on the offensive end. What a marvelous year for him.
And now an amazing 53 games of 40 or more points, passing Wilt's mark set back in 1963. The incredible 62 effort of Chamberlain still looms as the top spot.
As a well-known three-point shooter that you were, Steve, what do you think about how that shot dominates the modern game we watch today?
What I love about Kevin, first of all, it gives you spacing, and you're never out of a game because of the three-point shot. You can get right back into it. And also, at the end of a game, you knock down 3 or 4 in a row, the game is over. Woo, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
And that one's good. Wiggins has got his second bucket tonight.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Lee outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Three-pointer.
Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Here's man, guarded by Curry. Vader on the way. Here's Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Foul for 3. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Here's man. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Leonard with the ball. Pass to man. Will it go? And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. We talk about players, Steve, we talk about coaches and GMs, but not too much about owners and their effect on the game and the organization.
Kevin, the owners for me are A1. It starts from the top. They're the ones who hire the team president, GMs, and coaches. And certainly there's some teams who have some great owners.
So, for the Clippers, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubac, and it's Gordon in for Morris. Then for the Warriors, Jonathan Kuminga comes in for JaMychal Green, and Poole subbed in for Stephen Curry. Now here's Lee. Non-stop scoring machine here.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
For the Warriors, Lee. At the line.
And both free throws good for Lee. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Passes it to Powell. He dishes it to Plumlee. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The 8-footer. Left side, Leonard. Over Kuminga. Los Angeles with another miss.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Good. That's another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Right side, Gordon lets the 3 fly. And again, no good by the Clippers.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
Greg, we know that Klay Thompson had 941 days between NBA games because of those injuries. But he was using that experience away for good.
And Klay announcing with that his family foundation would have a 941-day initiative. Programs to help workers who have suffered career setbacks. Thompson helping others with their comeback.
Now here's Green. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Lee gets the bucket.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Powell kicks to Gordon. Looking to end the run. Great D that time from Green.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Feeds to Plumlee. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Lee outside. Yet another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Lee. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Just 4 seconds left in the third. Leonard. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Plumlee out there with Batum. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Preston in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And here is Powell after the three-pointer from Lee. Pass to Preston. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Out to Lee. Launches a three. Good! Another from 3.
Three-pointer.
He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Preston passes to Westbrook. Powell with it. Shoots over Walker. The shot by Powell, no good. Golden State's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Powell against Walker. And there's the pass to Lee. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Lonnie Walker.
68 points for MP.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
The tray. Connects again. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Outside Westbrook. Here's Preston, covered by Lee. The Clippers again turning it over.
Substitution on the court.
Looking. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Then for the Warriors, Iguodala comes in for Kuminga. And Lee's subbed in for Lonnie Walker. Free throw drops for DiVincenzo. Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little bit tolerant of certain words that are used in public. And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
It connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game. Now here's Plumlee, defended by Looney. Here's Preston, and the Clippers miss again. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Lee against Plumlee. MP deciding where to go with it. Fires the three. Again, what an avalanche!
And that ties him for third all-time scoring for a single game. What an incredible performance.
Absolutely. A game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Why? Check.